Today I want to share 5 things I wish I would have known before launching my product Vino cards on Amazon. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you how you can get a free one-on-one consultation call with me. This is where I'll answer any questions you have about Amazon or any questions about business in general, so stay tuned for that. But before going into it, let's dive into the 5 things I wish I would have known before launching on Amazon. The first thing I wish I would have known is to prepare to play the long game. It takes time before you become profitable with your business, especially when launching on Amazon, because there's a lot of different things to consider about your business. You'll want to think about long-term planning. This will save you time and allows you to make iterations as you go. Instead of thinking of a short-term gain, make sure you're starting to think about 4, 5, or 6 years down the road. This is especially true because Amazon is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It actually takes a lot of work and effort to put into your business in order to see that success down the road. Amazon is the easiest way that I found to start a business, and the key word being business. So don't expect to build right away. You're creating a business, you're establishing something that is going to benefit you years down the road. And remember, once you have a great product and launched it successfully on Amazon, you're going to have to maintain it and keep it running. This means that there has to be some maintenance here and there. You're going to have to keep up with inventory, so you're going to have to order more inventory, make sure that you're always in stock, and you're going to want to make sure that you're engaging customers as much as you can. You also want to pay for advertisements, so PPC, pay per click, and a few other things to make sure that your business is running and flowing even when you're not attending to it full time. Keep in mind that it takes hard work, but doing the hard work yields success. Just don't expect an overnight sensation. Make sure that you're putting that work in every day. So plan for the long run. The second thing I wish I would have known is just to go for it. So let me dive into what that actually means. The main thing to focus here is just to get started right away. If you have a great idea and you're excited about it, just get started, take those steps. And if you're maybe working a full-time job at the moment, but you're looking to eventually quit your job and do your business full-time, you have to take into consideration that maybe every day you can put in at least 5 minutes of your time into it. So even if you're busy with a bunch of things going on, make that commitment to yourself that you're going to work on it a little bit every single day. And if you can do more, that's even better. This also means to research and talk about the business, share with a community of people that are like-minded, that are also maybe in the same stages as you, or look for a mentor to help guide you through the process. Another key thing to note here is that while you're thinking about your vision, think about the why of the business. Why are you doing this? What is your end goal, or what is something that you want to achieve that's maybe beyond yourself for your business? This helps you keep on track. This helps to bring you back when you're feeling maybe discouraged or, with the highs and lows of a business, especially starting one, there's going to be obstacles. But if you have that why to come back to, you'll find that clarity again, and you'll maybe be motivated down the line to continue pushing through. 99% of people fail at businesses because they don't get started. So don't be one of those people. Take those baby steps and push forward. And make sure that you have actionable plans, so something that you can work towards each day, even if it's the smallest little detail. It's something that you've committed for that day to accomplish that does move you forward in the process. So that's another little tip to help you move forward in your business. The third thing I wish I would have known before starting on Amazon is that everything takes a little longer than you might think. When I started off with Vino cards, I was so excited to get it running, and I wanted everything to happen quickly. I wanted to get the idea, have people back it up, and start the manufacturing, all of this within maybe 6 months. And even though that is possible for some things, for my business, it was not. And I just realized that everything was taking much longer than expected. There were delays, there were things unaccounted for. So the process almost took a whole entire year, and that might be the case for you as well. It all takes time, especially to become profitable with your business. And the main takeaway here is that cash flow is key. At the very beginning stages of your business, you're going to be reinvesting any money made back into the business. You're probably going to have to do another production run down the line. So whatever money you made from Amazon, you'll have to reinvest that, make sure you have enough for production. And then there's a bunch of other costs, the cost of the product, there's shipping, there's Amazon FBA fees. There's a lot of different things that, even though know you see that big number, usually that first number is revenue and the actual profit is going to be much, much lower. So there's a lot to account for there. You want to make sure that the cash is flowing, or at least that you have enough to sustain the business on Amazon. Inventory delays is especially something that might come up in your business journey. So depending on where you're manufacturing your product, there could be delays at customs if you're doing it abroad. There's delays in shipping. You know, if you're doing sea shipping, it can take much longer. So you always want to make sure that you have enough inventory before your next round of inventory arrives, your next production. So the main thing too is that you don't want to run out of inventory on Amazon. That is a deal breaker for Amazon. Sometimes they're going to blacklist your listing, meaning that you're going to come down on the rankings. They're not going to push you up as much because like, hey, customers want to buy it, but you don't have inventory or you don't know when you can restock. So that's probably one of the biggest things you should focus on. And that's where cash flow plays in, as well as just realizing that things are going to take much longer. So make sure that you have a buffer for these things. You want to plan ahead. The fourth thing I wish I would have known before starting on Amazon is to set up an Amazon seller account early. In order to sell with Amazon FBA, there is a monthly charge of $39.99. This is just a regular cost you'll have to pay in order to be FBA, and FBA means fulfilled by Amazon. So this is where Amazon's taking care of all of your inventory, basically pick, pack, and shipping your product anytime you get a purchase order. Now, the reason you want to start early with setting up your Amazon account, so say if you don't have any inventory yet and you're maybe 2 months out from actually selling on Amazon, you're gonna want to start early on being approved for an Amazon seller account because there have been delays with that. There's also some experiences with not being approved right away. So you might have to appeal that and make sure that you are working towards getting an Amazon seller account up. Now, this happened to me. I actually started setting up an account a couple of months early. However, I figured that I was going to be approved right away. I've never sold anything on Amazon before. Everything checks out with my business. I've handled all the legal aspects of it. However, they denied my account. And at the time I was traveling abroad, so I wasn't in the States. And I set up the account while I was abroad. And I think that's what kind of flagged the Amazon account. So they said that at the time I was in Italy, and because I was trying to be a US seller, I am primarily in the US, they flagged that and they said I couldn't sell. So I was panicking because I did want to get this all set up and my inventory was going to be arriving soon, plus the holidays were coming up, and that is something I wanted to capitalize on. So I was kind of freaking out. The process took almost a month to get sorted out, and by that time I was already back in the US, and even then I had to contact seller support and see what I can do to get my account up and running. This approval process took way longer than I expected. Some people are approved right away, others maybe in a couple of weeks their account is up, but mine took almost a month, and luckily I was able to get it in before Christmas time, but that was a stressful period. So the sooner that you can do it, the better. Now, I did mention that there is that monthly fee. So as soon as you do sign up, you have to pay that $39 fee. However, if you've had your account for 2 or 3 months and you haven't actually sold anything yet, you can contact Amazon, and I don't know if this has changed, but you can double check and see if they can refund you for the months that you haven't sold yet. And as soon as you do start selling, then you can be charged that fee, and that will be the charge moving forward. So if you're a little worried about starting early because you're going to be paying a fee that doesn't even really make sense yet, that is a solution that you can look into. So hopefully Amazon can refund the months that you're inactive, but I don't know if that's the case still. That was the case when I first started my business, but it's worth looking into. Another reason you want to start early on your Amazon account is because then you'll have access to FN SKUs. FN SKUs is a unique barcode that your product on Amazon will have. So it's like a barcode at the store. Amazon scans it whenever you get an order, and that is registered in your account so that you can keep track of inventory. So that's a really important barcode that you'll want to have early, especially if you're going to manufacture. I made the mistake of not having that barcode before I started production. So when I did receive my production, and it was over 2,000 units, I needed to add those individual barcodes to each box myself. I didn't do it in one go. I just started adding it whenever I needed to send inventory into Amazon, but it took so much of my valuable time sticking stickers on my individual boxes. So moving forward, what I did was that when I had that barcode, I would send it to my manufacturer and they added it for me. And it was maybe an extra $50 just to put it on each of my boxes. And that was the best $50 I've ever spent because I no longer needed to worry about that. I would now just take my individual boxes and ship it out into Amazon. There was no extra steps needed from me. That one is probably the biggest reason why you want to start your Amazon account early, so make sure to take note of that. Before going into the fifth and most important thing I wish I would have known before starting on Amazon, comment below and let me know if you've had any similar experiences as I have so far, or if you're looking to start on Amazon, maybe let me know what questions you have because there is a lot to consider with Amazon FBA and I'm a resource here to help you guys out, so comment below and let me know what you think. The fifth thing I wish I would have known before starting on Amazon is to not do it alone. This is the number one piece of advice I would have told my past self before starting on Amazon, especially because Amazon businesses are not necessarily meant to be a solo adventure. It's a learning process. It's something that everyone that is pursuing Amazon kind of goes through. They go through a similar process. So the most important thing is to know that you don't have to do it alone, that there are resources online that you can read and research about to help you, guide you through this journey. Find a mentor or create a community around you of people that are going through the similar process because that's going to give you that accountability to make sure that you're making the right decisions or to make sure that someone is kind of keeping an eye on what you're doing to push you through. In my journey, I was able to create a community on Facebook, for example, of people that were supporting me and excited to learn about my product. They were also giving me tips on what I can do to improve my product. So that alone was a very helpful community so that I can have the best product out there on Amazon. I also wanted to create a community of people that I can meet in person, so I founded a female founders group, and we were all going through a similar process with starting on Amazon. So that was also very encouraging, and I was able to know that I wasn't alone in the process. If I ever had questions or any kind of mistakes that I maybe made that I wanted to adjust, I was able to contact some people, and they were able to give me their experience, and that was extremely valuable. For my Vino Cards product, I followed the passion product formula. This is a course created by Travis, who created his own Amazon business years ago and has since then had a successful Amazon business, and it was something that I was very inspired by. And he has also created a community of people that want to launch on Amazon who are also coming up with amazing ideas, but at the same time they have Travis as a mentor to ask questions. He provides immense value and that guidance throughout your entire journey. In the passion product formula course, Travis has an entire mastermind where you can interact not only with him directly, but with other people in the course. You'll get to know everybody and share your ideas and any questions that you have. These are weekly calls, which is very beneficial when you're going through that entire course and setting up your business. He also has a $1,000 guarantee. Travis is so confident in the program that if you don't make at least $1,000 in your first year selling on Amazon, he'll give you $1,000, which is more than the cost of the course. As long as you follow all the steps in his course and take action and launch a product on Amazon, then this guarantee stands. I'll link more information in the description below, and that's where you can sign up for the course. And as a thank you for signing up for the passion product formula, I will give you a one-on-one consulting call with me. And this is where we can discuss the course if you'd like. We can discuss things about Amazon. It's a completely free one-on-one call with me as long as you sign up for the passion product formula. Again, the link is down below. This is a huge opportunity for mentorship with someone who has made over $1 million with his Amazon business. So make sure to click the link below, sign up for the course. And again, as a thank you for signing up with the passion product formula course down below, I will give you a one-on-one free consulting call that is with me and you one-on-one talking about Amazon. So click the link to sign up for the course and I'll talk with you soon.